yesterday, uh, Pietro Fittipaldi will be standing in for the injured Romain Grosjean this weekend at Sahkir. Of course, the news have been around Romain Grosjean has been positive, and of course, there is still hopes that Romain could be racing at Abu Dhabi for what will likely be his Formula One farewell. Of course, as for Pedro Fittipaldi, here's his CV. He won the NASCAR Sweden All American Series back in 2011 when he was 15 years old, although it's more of a short track series. Um, he was the individual track champion of the Hickory Motor Speedway, and then, of course, in 2013, he stepped up to the British Pro Tyre Formula Renault Championship, where he finished 8th and finished 6th in the Autumn Cup, as well as racing in the BRDC Formula 4 Championship, where he finished 15th and then finished 6th in the Winter Series there as well. 2014 saw him won the British Pro Tyre Formula Renault Championship with 10 wins in just 15 races. Also did a few races in the European Formula Renault 2 Series Alps Series, where he finished down in 9th place. And then, of course, in 2015, he stepped up to the FIA Formula 3 Renault Championship, where he finished 16th, only scoring 32 points and not scoring any podiums, fastest lap, poles, or victories. He did, though, go to the Indian MRF Challenge Formula 2000 Championship during the winter between 15 and 16, where he won it with 4 wins in 14 races and got 9 podiums in the process. 2016 saw him step up to the Formula V8 3.5 Series, where he won it where he finished 10th in 2016 with Ford Tech Racing. Then 2017 saw him win the championship in what was the final ever edition of the World Series Formula V8 3.5 Series with 6 wins in 18 races. And then, of course, 2018 saw him step up to the IndyCar Series, and he also competed in. He was supposed to compete in the FIA World Endurance Championship, where he would have made his 24 hours of Le Mans debut, but of course he broke his leg in a testing accident at Spa, meaning that he did spend a lot of time in 2018 recovering from his injuries. 2019 saw him go to the German DTM Series, where he finished 15th in the championship, scored 22 points, scored 2 fastest laps, but didn't get on a podium, nor did he score a pole position, and of course did not win any races. Then, of course, in the 2019-2020 off-season, he went to the Formula 3 Asian Championship, where he finished 5th, scored 1 podium, 119 points, but did not score a win, a pole, or the fastest lap. And, of course, he spent most of this season in 2020 on the sidelines. Of course, however, he has been able to remain as Haas's test driver in the meantime, despite, of course, the fact he's done no racing or any testing due to the restrictions. I beg your pardon. He will be racing this weekend with what could well be literally a one-off appearance, in my opinion, because, of course, he does not really bring any significant backing other than Bob being the grandson of Emerson Fittipaldi. Of course, he is part of the famous Fittipaldi family. And yeah, I will say this. He also has never raced in Formula 2, for those of you wondering. But I do wish him the best of luck, although it will be a race where you will be racing around the back with how uncompetitive that Haas car has become. And of course, the Ferrari engine will not be helping him whatsoever down the long straights. So, if you enjoyed this video, please do all the usual stuff here at Crystal Racing, and I'll see you again next time.